You know those days, moments when you feel like you're truly living, when you're aware, alive, present, and engaged in the world around you? Well, according to the Stoics, life will test you. You'll lose people you love. Plans will collapse. The world around you will shift in ways you can't control. Most people panic. They fall apart with what's falling apart. But the Stoics taught another way. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The universe is change. Life is opinion. In other words, everything outside of you will change. That's guaranteed. But how you interpret it, that's your choice." Epictetus reminded his students, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The storm outside doesn't decide your peace. Your mind does. So when life tests you, remember this. You cannot control the chaos. But you can control your response. Calm is strength. As you get stronger, so does your ability to deal with challenging situations. This isn't a one-off insight, it's a practice, an art form honed over a lifetime. And here's something else the Stoics understood. Serenity is not the absence of problems, it's the presence of peace. Even in the midst of difficulties, you can cultivate inner calm. You can choose to respond with grace instead of reacting impulsively. In fact, the Stoics saw life's obstacles as opportunities for growth, not as reasons to succumb to fear. Let's delve deeper into this philosophy, shall we? Welcome to the channel. Epictetus, one of the leading figures of Stoicism, once said, "Don't talk about your suffering. It only makes it worse." He didn't mean to ignore or dismiss one's suffering, but to avoid making it a constant theme of one's life, to stop talking about it endlessly. Why? Because dwelling on negative thoughts feeds our emotions, giving them power over us. We all experience pain, disappointment, and frustration. It's an unavoidable part of the human condition. But what sets us apart is how we choose to handle these situations. Think back to a recent mistake or failure you may have encountered. How did you react? Did you ruminate over it, allowing those negative feelings to consume you? Or did you take a step back, analyze the situation, and adjust your course? That's the crux of Stoic philosophy. The power to choose our response lies within us. But it's not just about ignoring negative feelings. It's also about understanding their root cause. Many of our emotional reactions are often triggered by our judgments and interpretations of events, not the events themselves. For instance, missing a deadline might upset you. But is it really the end of the world? Probably not. It's just a setback, a chance to learn and do better next time. Take a moment to consider the countless situations that arise in your daily life. Some are within your control, while others are not. For example, the effort you put into your work is under your control, but whether you get promoted is not. The hours you dedicate to studying are in your hands, but acing that exam is not entirely up to you. Recognizing this distinction is crucial for living a peaceful life. When you realize that many things are beyond your control, you free yourself from unnecessary worry. Instead, concentrate your energy on what you can influence. This approach doesn't suggest that you become indifferent to external events. It's about focusing your attention and resources where they can make a real difference. It's about accepting the reality that some things just aren't up to you and learning to let go. So when faced with the inevitable setbacks of life, ask yourself, is this within my circle of influence? If not, then it's time to shift your focus to what you can control. Let go of the rest. It's not easy, but the rewards of living a more peaceful and focused life are immeasurable. They say that life is a journey, and like any journey, it has its twists and turns, its smooth stretches, and its bumpy rides. Sometimes life feels like a roller coaster, full of unexpected drops and loops that leave you breathless. But according to the Stoics, this is just how life is meant to be. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, put it beautifully, the universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. He was saying that the only constant in life is change. Everything else is up to us, our thoughts, our choices, our actions. It's a reminder that we're not at the mercy of the universe. We have a say in how we experience life's ups and downs. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a situation you never expected? Maybe you lost someone dear to you, failed at something you worked hard for, or faced a sudden change that turned your world upside down? These are the moments when life seems to throw you a curveball, testing your resilience, your strength, your spirit. But here's the thing. According to the Stoics, these moments are not there to break you. They're there to make you, to shape you, to mold you into a better, stronger version of yourself. Think about a muscle. When you lift weights and push yourself beyond your comfort zone, you create tiny micro rips in the muscle fibers. But those rips aren't damage. Their growth, your body recognizes them as threats and responds by building stronger, thicker muscle tissue around those micro rips. The result, a more robust, resilient muscle that's better equipped to handle future challenges. Life works much the same way. Those difficult situations, those moments that test you, they're like weights in your life's gym. They challenge you, push you to adapt and grow. The Stoics believed that these challenges were not just opportunities for growth, but the very essence of what it meant to be human. They weren't meant to be avoided or feared, but embraced. As the Stoics saw it, the universe operated according to a rational order. Everything had its place and its purpose. Even those difficult situations you might see as negative or undesirable. In fact, they believed that these were just as important and just as valuable as the positive ones. They were all part of the cosmic dance, the grand play of existence. So the next time life throws you a curveball, instead of resisting or complaining, try embracing it. See it as a challenge, an opportunity to grow, to learn, to become stronger. Remember, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond that truly matters. But what exactly does it mean to live a good life, to be your best self? What's the path to personal growth and fulfillment? Well, the Stoics had some clear guidelines, and they all started with small steps. One of the central tenets of Stoicism is the idea of living in accordance with nature. Now, that might sound a bit vague or even overly simplistic, but it's actually quite profound. Living in accordance with nature, for the Stoics, meant living in accordance with reason. It meant understanding the rational order of the universe and aligning oneself with it. This isn't about being at one with trees and animals. It's about recognizing the laws that govern the universe and living by them. It's about understanding that everything has a purpose and a place, and that we as humans have a unique role to play in this grand tapestry of existence. It's also about recognizing our own nature. We're not like animals, driven purely by instincts, nor are we gods who can defy the laws of nature. We're a unique blend of rationality and emotionality. And it's this combination that sets us apart and allows us to shape our lives and contribute to the world in meaningful ways. Living in accordance with nature also means understanding our limitations. We're not immortal, we can't control everything. Sometimes we'll face challenges that are beyond our power to overcome. But within these limitations lie our opportunities for growth. They challenge us to adapt, to innovate, to rise above. But why should you care about living in accordance with nature? What's in it for you? Well, according to the Stoics, this is the path to eudaimonia, often translated as happiness or flourishing. It's not just about feeling good. It's about living a life of virtue and wisdom, a life that aligns with your deepest values and contributes to the common good. Living in accordance with nature isn't a one-time achievement. It's an ongoing process, a lifelong journey of self-discovery and growth. It's about continually striving to be your best self, to live a life of purpose and meaning, and to contribute to the world in a positive way. We all stumble, all fall short of our ideals. But the key, according to the Stoics, is to get back up, to learn from our mistakes, and to keep moving forward. It's about accepting that we'll never be perfect, but always striving to be better. If you haven't already, hit subscribe to receive daily Stoic wisdom. We share timeless reminders to live with clarity, resilience, and inner peace. Lessons you can practice every single day, and as always, thank you for watching.